Hello, whiskey lovers. It's Luke again, and I'm here with another whiskey first impression. Today, I will be tasting my first ever Bowmore. There you go. This is actually the Bowmore Legend. This is the cheapest in their standard line, their core line of whiskeys, um, and it's considerably cheap. But the thing is, uh, it's a single malt. It's Bowmore. They're putting it out as a product, and so I'm gonna buy it because it's cheap and everybody loves cheap, good single malts. So hopefully this will be good. We'll find out. Bowmore has kind of a, it seems like a not necessarily a cult following, but something like that. People who love Bowmore seem to love Bowmore a lot. Um, but I've never tasted it, so I have no um, I guess, no idea what to expect here. So. Um, Bowmore. Here's the box. So this is obviously an Islay whiskey. It's peated. We'll see what else is in there. But yes, so here we go. Established 1779 is what they claim. Just hold this still for a second for you. Now, the thing with being established in 1779 is that makes them one of the oldest distilleries, and I think the oldest on Islay, if that's true. But because official documentation didn't exist until basically until 1823, when they started really officially licensing distilleries and keeping books on things. Um, that number is kind of, well, who knows, right? I trust them, but just saying, take your 2 cents with it, I guess. Okay, so what else? Bowmore, interestingly, from what I've read, is largely distributed as a single malt rather than other distilleries where they'll make a lot of whiskey that's made into blends. Bowmore has a lot of whiskey that's distributed as single malts. It's used in black bottle, from what I've read. And as far as ownership goes, this is not owned by Diageo, like many distilleries. Bowmore is owned by Morrison Bowmore, which in I guess some kind of complicated series of steps is actually owned by Suntory, big Japanese whiskey owner. They own a number of distilleries. So, right, so without further ado, let's open this up. Right, so I've never tasted Bowmore. I've never opened a box of Bowmore. I've never experienced Bowmore in any way except for this Bowmore Legend today. So this will be very interesting. Okay, inside the box, oh, I've saved a piece of paper. I paid, well, I paid very little for this, less than $30. I won't tell you the full details, but let's see, when did I buy this? January 24th. So I've had it for a short while, been on the shelf. Okay, the bottle. So I'm just looking at the top there. They've got some text on the top of the box. Thank you for choosing Bowmore. And it even got it in, oh, they've got a word in Gaelic there. Anyways, the bottle here is very maritime is the word that I think of here when I look at this bottle. I don't know why. The shape with the neck of it is very, I don't know, it just seems like a classic boaty bottle of whiskey. So this is the front of the bottle. This is bottled at 40%. Based on the color and based on the fact that this is really cheap, I'm going to say that this is chill filtered and colored. I'll look it up and find out. Let's see. What's it say on the back here? On the light gold. Period. They don't abbreviate or put any punctuation in here. Breathe in distinctive Bowmore smoky peat with a gentle breeze of fresh sea air. Period. Sip bold, zesty lemon notes together with a touch of honey. period. Savor the full and complex finish with distinctive Isla peat smoke. Fair enough. I think I'm about ready to try this. Here we go. So, the cheapest of the Bowmore line. Ah, that's interesting. So, initially, just off the front, it smells to me like a peated Auchentoshan. So, Auchentoshan Classic specifically, which I've just recently been experiencing. And so it's like kind of fresh and bourbony, but also smoky. All right. Color-wise, this is amber +1. Nose. Ooh. Kind of shrimpy, strangely. There's a smoke here, but it's not incredibly strong. It does have a very youthful, fresh nose, similar to Auchentoshan. What I'm guessing, just from the nose here, is that this is got very little sherry influence. It's primarily a bourbon cask. Let's see. Oh yeah, and there it is. Crafted from a selection of the finest bourbon barrels. So I don't expect that they've used anything but bourbon barrels in this maturation. A little bit of a kind of a waxy, woody paper, almost. It's not bad. It's very different from the other peated whiskeys I've smelled. The saltiness combined with the sweetness gives it a shrimp is kind of the smell that I'm getting. Not like distinctive shrimp, but it kind of like an essence of shrimp, cooked though. Like maybe if I was to take and like go to the KFC and get a what do they serve it in, a basket? Basket of like breaded. Wait, not KFC. What do they have? Where do I get popcorn shrimp? I don't know. Popcorn shrimp. That's what I'm smelling. Okay, taste. So once again, the smoke is not terribly strong. It's definitely a little youthful, a little bit of a bitterness there. Not quite mellowed out, but there's kind of a woodiness. That paper, newspaperiness is coming through again in the taste. I can see why this taste is unique, and I can see why it's the kind of whiskey that has sort of a devoted following, because you have to be the kind of person that likes this. It's definitely interesting, though. I think this could do with a little bit more opening up, but I won't subject you to that, and I won't add any water right now. I'll just spend some time off screen. It's pretty dry in taste and the nose. The most I'm getting, I mean, I can tell that it's a bourbon maturation, but it's not. I guess there's vanilla, but not so much of like a sweet vanilla that I'm used to. Must be because of the salty smokiness of it. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, so that was Bowmore Legend. This is the cheapest of their line. I think they have a 15, an 18, I don't know, like a 25 maybe as well. Oh, and a 12. But yeah, kind of an interesting malt. I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably compare it to some things. I don't know if it will. I can't think of anything right now that it will compare well to, honestly. But it's an interesting malt. So, anyways, I will leave it with that. Bowmore Legend, and till next time.